So for this pork ramen recipe, you're going to need pork trotters, pork neck bones, spring onion, carrot, garlic, brown onion, glutinous rice, kombu, katsuobushi, mirin, sake, soy sauce, sugar, shiro white miso paste, toban sauce, chili oil, dehydrated mushrooms, eggs, and ramen noodles, and a protein of your choice. I'll be using chicken thighs and sliced beef and spam. So the first thing you want to do is put your pork trotters and your pork neck bones in a pot and cover with water. Then bring this to a boil. So you want to boil these bones for 5 minutes, and the purpose of this is to get rid of all the impurities that will float to the top. If you skip this step, you will have a very muddled broth and it will taste very different. So after it boils, you want to pour all this out and strain it. Then rinse these bones under cold water. Then you want to put it back in the pot and cover it once again with water and bring it to a boil. Now you want to dice up all your vegetables into big chunks so it's easy when you pass it at the end. The carrot, onion, spring onion gives it a nice subtle hint of sweetness and more depth and flavor. Makes it more savory, whereas garlic gives it a bit more of a pungent, savory kick to the whole broth. You want to keep the skin on the onion if you want a deeper color, and you also want to add mushrooms in the end to give it more umami. You want to bring this to a boil, and if there's any scum that comes on the top, you want to skim that off, and you want to keep this on a rolling boil for about 8 hours at least. To cook your eggs, you want to boil a pot of water and put your eggs in for 6 minutes. When you take them out, put them in cold water before you start peeling them. So for the egg tare, you want to combine equal parts, so 60 ml of soy sauce, sugar, mirin, sake and water, and you want to whisk that all together until the sugar dissolves. There's no need to boil out the alcohol because it actually helps the egg taste a bit nicer. For the next step, you want to marinate your eggs, and you can do that in a Ziploc bag or a piping bag. You want to do this overnight as well. Now to make the miso tare, you're going to use white miso, toban sauce, kombu dashi, sake, mirin, chili oil, and a pinch of sugar, and whisk them all together in the end. So take the broth off the heat and put in katsuobushi and kombu. These two work together to help accentuate umami. Also add in your glutinous rice, that will help thicken the sauce a little bit. After an hour, you want to strain out this broth. And to get most of the liquid out, you could press on it with a ladle or something. Because I'm eating chicken, I'm going to poach it in this rich bone broth, and I'm just going to bring it to a boil and let it sit till it's cooked and poached properly. For garnish, I'm just going to slice up some green spring onion. So now I'm just going to check if the chicken thighs are ready to eat. As long as it's above 17 degrees, it's safe to eat.
Fucking hell!
Deeper in your mouth.
Dip your dick away.
Oh, bone your mouth.
I'll debone your dick away. As much of that meat clean.
What's one thing that you're not scared of?
I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
your dick. It's so skinny. Ugh! My dick! Fuck! Yeah.
Scared?
Yeah, it's so fucking small, it scared me. Lightly poached chicken and its own juices.
Dude.
Dude, fucking record this! You noob.
So to assemble, all you need to do is combine the noodles, tare, and the broth. There is no exact measurement to how much broth you put in. It's just to your taste. If you like it more potent, you can add less. I think it's also important to note that the beef I'm putting in is really thinly sliced, so it will cook as long as you put it in a really hot broth. And I don't want it too cooked, just a little bit.
I thought I saw God for a second there, I'm not kidding. Lost 2 IQ points.
I thought I saw God.
6.2
out of 10. 6.2.
Yes, no.